I remember as a student how overwhelming it can be with all the different resources that you have available. But the examiner's reports are really, really useful. They're a document that are available on all your subjects and they're available publicly, so really easy to access. They're best used alongside the actual exam. So the examiner's reports link directly to real ACCA exams. So if you attempt the exams and then use the examiner's reports to help you debrief them, you can get a lot of benefit from that. This video is going to talk about the top reasons and benefits of using those reports. One of the best things about using the examiner's reports is you can really understand what a good exam answer looks like. And there's more benefits in the examiner's reports than you would get just in the usual model answers. So it will tell you about style, and it will also show you exactly how the marks are allocated. So for example, in the AA examiner's report, it will tell you that there's always 1 mark per audit procedure, which can be a really helpful way to understand how to improve your marks and ultimately succeed in the exam. Another great reason to use the examiner's reports is you can learn from other student mistakes, and they'll highlight in these examiner's reports where people have often gone wrong. Now, an example would be in the FR paper, in the recent 2025 paper, they said that lots of students incorrectly didn't understand what capital employed was, therefore their ratios were calculated incorrectly. They encouraged people to show their workings to make sure they still got some marks from this, but these are the kind of benefits you can really glean from the examiner's reports. A further great benefit of using the examiner's reports is you can really understand time management and technique tips. For example, in the FM paper, one of the questions recently was to discuss the different methods of investment appraisal. Many students answered this by doing some brief bullet points, and in the examiner's reports it highlights this is not enough to get the marks you need to pass. And a discussion should be a balance of pros and cons of these different investment appraisal methods. The examiner's reports also allow you to see common themes and areas that the examiner wants to focus on. For example, in the audit and assurance paper, you will always see audit procedures come up every time. And finally, using these examiner's reports can really benefit your study sessions. We would always encourage you to prepare for the exam by doing plenty of question practice. So if you go away, practice the exam question first, and then use the examiner's reports to debrief them, you're going to get maximum value from it. It can be a bit daunting sometimes when you've spent a lot of time completing an exam question, but we'd encourage you to spend just as much time debriefing it. And that's where the examiner's reports can be used, and you can really get some value and understand how to improve your final answer when you're in that all-important final exam. So hopefully now you understand that using these examiner's reports, they're easy to access and they can really help your chances of success in that final exam. Many students use them and rave about them, so don't disadvantage yourself by ignoring this really important resource.